injustice, and same thing was happening back in the days of Israel in the book of Judges. But in the midst of that, there is a family down in Bethlehem of Judea. And the Bible says that that lets us know that they was in Judea, Bethlehem, which is called the house of bread. Trying to paint a picture here. And the text opens saying that now it came to pass, it happened. This is the timing. Follow me, and I'm just going to walk through these verses, and we're going to pull some out here to show you how you can overcome bad decisions. But we want to recognize what was the bad decision. Because we never will understand how to overcome if you don't recognize what it was. Come on here, somebody. See, you never will overcome a problem if you don't realize that you got a problem. Yeah, you got that knowledge. The first step of overcoming anything is acknowledgement. Now it came to pass, the text says, it came to pass, it happened in those days when the judges ruled, that there was a famine in the land. It was a famine in the land of the house of bread. Bethlehem, Judea. The place where bread, yes, supposed to be plenteous. The place where needs was being met. Can I get a witness here? But it was a famine in the land. Y'all follow me here. Famine in the Old Testament represents, symbolizes God's discipline on disobedient people. God has a way. I wish I had somebody here. God has a way of getting us or getting our attention. Every now and then, if he have to do something that causes a little pain, causes a little uncomfortableness in our life because of our disobedience, God knows how to. Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
I say God knows how to. So God, every now and then, God will send a famine because of the disobedience of the children of Israel. He let a drought come. He let a famine come. They started being in want because they didn't have everything their heart desired, what they needed.
Yes, sir.
Have anybody ever experienced that in their life?
Yeah.
That you had a little lack of some things, and
Yeah.
it really came because of the fact that you realized that you had done something against the will of God. You got out of the will of God, and then that started coming a famine in your land, in your pocket,
In your pocket, yes, sir.
in your bank account.
Yeah. Oh my.
Can I get a witness here? God. So God allowed famine to come.
Yeah.
And so in this, watch the text. Watch the text. So watch the text. In the famine, the Bible said a certain man of Bethlehem, Judea, went to sojourn in the country of Moab. And his wife and his 2 sons ran off the cover. It seemed like nothing is wrong with that. Because even you and I, especially men that really love their families and love their children, they're going to do everything to make sure bread is on the table.
Okay. Yes.
But it all depends on where you go get the bread. It all depends on how you get the bread. Can I get a witness here? And I would say it's a good thing. It's a good thing when you love your family and you have to do what you have to do, but make sure that you check with God.
That's right.
Before we make a decision on doing something. The text does not show us that Elimelech checked with God to go down to Moab. Because Moab is a pagan nation. It's where they were worshiping Baal. He leaves a land of blessing to go sojourn in a country of Moab, where paganism. In other words, let me tell you what happens sometime in our life. We make decisions, bad decisions, on what we see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anybody ever made a decision on what you see? And so the Bible is able to see that he seen there was a famine. He wanted to do something about the famine, but he didn't check with God. And I venture to say to you today that whenever you make a decision and you don't check with God, it could be a bad decision.